Right here in Chicago, an entire city was lifted 6 feet out of the mud. Today, it's steel and glass. But the ground you walk on downtown isn't the ground the city was built on. In the 1850s, Chicago sat barely 2 feet above the lake. Rain had nowhere to go. The streets turned to mud deep enough to swallow a wagon wheel, and in 1854, cholera killed roughly 1 in 20 people in the city. The problem was grade. A sewer only works if the water runs downhill, and there was no downhill. Bury the pipes in that ground and they end up sitting below the river, filling up instead of draining away. It's maddening. So why not just dig deeper? Because the moment you do, the trench floods, the wet clay walls cave in on the crews, and the finished sewer fills with the lake. So they flipped the idea. Instead of burying the pipes, the city laid them on top of the streets and raised the streets over them. Crews slid jackscrews under whole buildings and turned them a quarter turn at a time, in unison, at the blast of a whistle. In 1860, the 6-story Tremont House went up on 5,000 jackscrews, turned by 500 men. The guests never checked out. That's why the sidewalks downtown still step up and down without warning, and why a few old buildings have a first floor that sits below street level. And that is how modern Chicago came to be.